Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel,
Beauty
as a baby world.
We are the Posh Twins.
So guys, as you can guess already by the title below, we are going to be giving you a story time of how we lost our kitties. Actually, a month ago, we posted that we got a new kitties, and we felt like we owe you guys an explanation because you might not be seeing them anymore on our channel. So, what happened is, guys, I won't lie to you. I think we have passed because it was so hard for us,
like the grieving stage.
Yeah. Yes, like it was so hard for us. I think that was the reason why we went aloof on our channel. Like that's why we didn't post like regular for like 2 weeks. I think like 2 weeks now or 3 weeks that we have posted last. Actually, when we got our kittens, they are so cute. Yeah, I think people that said it's easy to get a pet, like I don't think it's that easy, but I think you will just fall in love with them along the way. And Momo and Chocho are like the best cats you ever have. Like they're so cute, so obedient, so gentle. They never bite, they never scratch. Like they're just so good. So we noticed that I think like after 2 weeks that they are with us, Momo actually whenever it eats,
yes, whenever it eats, we just noticed that once we give them food, actually one of them, because why we are able to differentiate them is that one has the pink lips and the pink paws, while the second one has the black pink lips and the black paws.
So the one that has the pink lips is Momo, while the one that has the black lips is Chocho.
You know that cats are very beautiful and they have like a beautiful schedule. Like so, they know the time to wake us up in the morning, especially if we sleep very late or we wake up very late. So and we normally feed them by 10 o'clock. Like we give them like a routine. So and once we come out, the both of them rush to meet us, and like. You know how they are, like just rush to meet us and be like, oh, so you're rubbing over us, this,
and they're ready to eat.
And they're ready to eat. So, but that day, I think I was I was the first person that came out, and I noticed that it was only Chocho that came to meet me, and I was like, what's happening? Where is Momo? So I had to check everywhere, and I found him sitting down in the kitchen, like just sitting down. So I was calling its name, and it was just looking at me without not responding back to me. So I was like, maybe it's hungry. So I quickly washed their plates, clean their litter box and things like that, and I put the food there. That was when it came out. So after it came out, I noticed that once it's eat a little bit of food, it started vomiting. So I had to call Welt.
When I came out, Beauty explained to me that she didn't know what was wrong, that when she came out that it was only Chocho that came to like greet her, rub over her, that she was like, where is Momo? Because it's very unusual, because anytime we are like going to bed or we came out of our bedroom to go to the toilet, it's the both of them that will always come to like sit down at the front of the toilet, to check up on us, they'll just stay till we are done. So anytime we came out from the bedroom, they'll be the one to come and welcome us. I don't know. And like they're just so cute. So when I wake up, Beauty was telling me like it was only Chocho that came to greet. I was like, that's so unusual. I said maybe he's hungry, or was he busy playing with something in the kitchen? So Beauty said no, that wasn't playing, that was just like sitting down, and it wasn't facing her, that it turned his back like this, like this. I don't know if you know, like look at the way we are sitting, like it turned his back this way, sitting down. So immediately I came out, I was like, okay, let's quickly give them their food. It wasn't on time for them to eat yet, so I was like, maybe it was hungry, sort of thing.
So
like
I noticed as we gave them food to eat, immediately Momo ate a little bit of the food, he started vomiting. And mind you, I think when we first got them, we loved them because cats just have a way of warming up to your ass. So we actually didn't know, because we had no experience before. This is our first time getting a pet, so we actually gave them milk. And before we go and get to know that cats are intolerant to milk, so I think Chocho vomited then.
Yes, I think like
the third day. So we had to go and like, okay, it was a normal thing, and we cancelled the milk, giving them milk and things. And I think after it vomited, it was a little bit weak, but the next day it was more like
playing back, like it's going
back, like it was more agile and things like that. So when Momo vomited, we thought maybe and we're not giving them milk, so what's happening? Why is it vomiting?
Like so, anytime it eat, like the funniest part is I just felt like, okay, they are giving like I think fish. Yeah, anytime it eat,
when you first ate the first time, we didn't really take much
concern to it.
That's what I wanted to say. Like it didn't take more concern to eat, because when we first we were like, maybe just how cat does. They say it's a normal for time for a cat to vomit, but maybe then maybe they have airballs, something like that.
Yeah.
Because I think Gogo is like our best friend when we had them. So and after, I think after some time we give them treat in the afternoon, like in the afternoon, like noon, and that was when it's vomited again. So that's when we're like, okay, this thing is getting serious. And I think immediately it's vomited, it become instantly weak.
Like I feel like every interval, like every time we feed, it will come like, because there's so, I don't know why I'm like, I feel like I'm just laughing, like just to like, I don't want to cry on camera right now because I've cried for like days. So anytime they need attention or they want more food, they'll come like to come and meet us, and they'll raise their hands up and pass one of me and Beauty just for something that they needed attention or they want to eat. So it will come anytime it vomits, it will come to meet us and pat us like it wants more food. And I'll be like, Momo, you're vomiting. The more we keep giving you food, the more you're vomiting. And just the way, the exact way the food is, that's the way it's going to vomit it back.
The foods are not digesting. So I think it got to a stage, and we actually have someone that has a neighbor that has a cat too. So we have to go and meet them because we are so concerned. You know, when you like something, they feel like a baby to us. Let me put it in that way. So we are so concerned. So we have to go to meet a neighbor that has a cat pet. So like I think they have like 3 or 4. Yeah. And when we told them our cat predicament or something, they told us that they have a vet pet. And I think that was one of the worst mistakes of our life that we did. That they have a vet pet. That it was that our vet pet that was going to like treat it, and they're going to be okay. So
yeah, when we explained to our like our neighbor, like because we feel like they are more experienced, but their cats are more bigger than Momo and
they have like years, I think 7 years,
7 years and 5 years. So we're like, okay. So when we explained to them, they were like, oh, maybe it's like warm, maybe that's why the food is not digesting in his stomach. Maybe that's why it's vomiting. I was like, whenever it's vomiting, I think for like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, it's very weak. But after that, it starts playing and walking around. So I was like, we can't keep starving it. We have to keep giving it food. And the more we give it food, the more it keeps vomiting it. So they were like, okay, they have a cat vet. And I said, I've already consulted a vet online, but they have not gotten back to me yet. So I was like, oh, this is even the perfect one, because she told us that the cat vet is going to come to our house to like treat it, maybe to deworm it. And she asked us that when we got them, are we deworm for them? And we said no, that the person we got them from didn't deworm them as well. So she was like, we shouldn't worry. So she gave us the cat vet number, and we should call him and explain to him on phone like these are the symptoms that is going on.
And he instructed us not to give them food until he's back. So we told until he comes actually. So he told us not to give the both of them food. So we are so concerned about Chocho, because Chocho was okay, he was eating perfectly, but it was like, maybe if we give I'll give Chocho and not give Momo, you will feel so sad and neglected. So we had to just wait till he comes back. I think he came around like in the evening.
Yeah, and we called him around in the morning like 10. So he told us not to give them anything till he comes. So yeah. I think he came around evening time, around 7 or no,
it was at night that we called him. I think it was like 10 p.m. So in the morning he came around like 10 a.m. in the morning. So when he came, actually it was like, okay, maybe it was infections and something like that. And you know, because we are first time experience, like this is our first time having pets, so we don't really have every clue on that. And we felt like since a pet is a cat vet or pet vet or whatever, that you have more experience than us. So we don't want to be too forward. So when he came, he said he was going to give him antibiotics, deworm, something that's going to stop the injection, the vomiting, a lot of things like that. So we are like, okay, well, just if those things are going to make him feel better and okay, then we have read him. So we negotiated about the money, and we come to like an affordable sum.
And what really happened is that day, me and Beauty were kind of like buoyant, like we don't really have much with us that day. So we actually wanted, when he said we told him to only treat Momo, so we're like, we should let him treat both of them, that maybe it was like infection that is worrying, like so he can do one for the both of them. So the money actually wasn't like really much, so we have to beg him to please help us to treat both of them, because we don't want him to treat one of them and later on,
because it was one that told us that what if that thing that is worrying Momo is infectious, that it will affect the second one. So that's why we're like, okay, this is a good idea to just treat both of them at the same time. So he gave Momo 6 injections on
injections.
That day. Yeah,
that same day.
He gave two at the leg,
two at the back of his neck,
and
one, I think, I
don't know. I just gave them. It just gave it in a different. We just did like 6, and it gave Chocho 2 injections. Actually, it said that was for deworming and something like that. I think antibiotics too. So after I gave them, we thanked him so much. We thought our Messiah has come to save our cat. We are so happy. We are like, oh, thank you so much. He was like, okay, so he instructed us not to give them food for like, I think for like an hour or 2.
No, it wasn't for an hour. I think like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For like 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Yeah, and that's actually an hour or something. So then he left. We said after that we can give them food. So
we shouldn't give them food at once. He said after that, I think like I've forgotten, like I think 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Just let's say 1 hour. He said so that the injection can work. That I didn't want to give them food. We should give them like small portion, not like the regular food that we used to give them every day. So we're like, okay. So what we just noticed that after 1 hour,
I think I know what I first noticed.
Yeah,
we first noticed that we all tell you that Momo is like very, very weak, but Chocho is like very good. So even after they gave him the injection, it was still like working out. I think I have a picture that I'm going to put here. It has to sleep on my arm like this. It slept on my arm, like Chocho slept on my arm.
Chocho is fine. We just have to treat him as well.
So, but Momo was like, still weak. So he just went inside the kitchen, because the kitchen is just like their eating space or eating spot. So it slept there, like sat down. They take nap. I don't think they sleep like that. So, but I think it was my mom. She came in and she was like cooking in the kitchen, and she was like, why are they trying to like drag their hind legs?
Yes, like they're dragging it on the floor.
Like they're not working perfectly. I was like, cats can be very dramatic at times, because they do that sometimes when they buy their drama. I was like, maybe they're just being dramatic. I think that was it.
So I just noticed that I carried Chocho actually. So I noticed that his eyes like turned completely black, and their iris or whatsoever, like their eye color is like they have like gold and black, and the black was the only one that like is in the middle of the eyes. But I was so surprised when all their eyes like turned black. So I quickly told Beauty like, why would I have to go completely black? And when we checked Momo too, it was the exact same thing, like his eyes was completely black. So as well, so I quickly called him on phone, like the cat vet. We called him and I explained to him like their eyes is completely black. That why
they are suddenly and they became weak.
Like they started falling.
Yeah, they couldn't walk very well. Like if they take like just a step, they fall down immediately. And we're like, so I think you first spoke with him, and what was like, and I was like, what's happening?
I was like, what's happening? I told him on phone like, what's happening? I said, okay, let's assume that Momo is sick. That why is Chocho falling down as well? Like why is he weak as well? And their eyes turn black. And he told me that the eyes that turn completely black is their iris that
once they're inside darkness. I was like, no, this is not how they look on a normal basis. So I don't think that it was like, I've been giving them food, and we said no. He said, okay, please give them food. So we had to quickly get them their food, and once we gave them, we noticed that they were like a little bit aggressive while eating.
They're aggressive
because on the norms, when they jump for food, when anybody sees food, why. But this one is more of like aggressive, of like someone is starving. So, and I think it was worth that noticed that.
So I noticed that they could not see the food in front of them, like on their plate, like they were just like this. So I told Beauty, I said the food is in front of them. So I was even the one picking the food and putting it in their mouth. So I was like, why won't they see? So I quickly called the cat vet again, and I explained to him like, this is what is going on, and I was like, no, I should give them without. We should give them more food again. Okay, I was like, okay, fine. You told us to give them little portions, so I'll be giving them little portion before I noticed the black eye. Actually, so it was like we should give them more food, and we did that as well. And Beauty also noticed that they couldn't like see the food in front of them. So immediately they ate the food. Both of them started vomiting.
So when they started vomiting, we were like, what is going wrong? At least if it was only Momo that was vomiting, we'd be like, okay, maybe the thing is still like reacting on the body. But why is Chocho now vomiting? And they kept vomiting, and they were now weak to the extent that they could not even stand up again. So we angrily called the vet back again, and it was very late at night. We were like, we don't know what we gave them, but these cats are not like this. That assuming it was just the sick one alone, we would have even been a little bit less, not like less concerned, but we're not worried about why is the all they want to now
that is L and LT.
L and LT doing like this. He was like, maybe the injection is reacting on their bodies, blah blah blah, things like that. I was just like, I don't fucking know, but you just have to. Sorry, I don't know, but you just have to come and check them. My twins and I were yelling on phone that you just have to come and check them. We don't know what's really going on, things like that.
Like we were panicking that night. I think it was around 11 or to 12 that night. So I was like, you have to come to shake them. Like, I don't know what you give to them, so you have to come, because like they're so weak, they couldn't even stand up. We have to carry them to their bed, to sleep. So he came that same night, and when he came with
saline water,
like, I don't know, like a drip water. So he said, oh, they are reacting to the injection.
He said that he's going to flush out the injection with the saline water. So we are just like, you just have to do anything that's going to make them healthy like it was. So it was like, calm down, calm down, calm down. So they actually had to inject them again with that saline water to flush it out. So after injected them, he told us to like lay them on a bed, like in a very warm place, that so that by the next day that they will be all right and these things like that. So but what we noticed that as we lay them, they are no longer moving, but they are like, they just slept on each other like this,
like they slept on each other like this.
So, and we are like, okay, let's just give them a little bit of time. So we kept checking them. We could not sleep. My sister and I could not sleep till I think 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. like 3 a.m. Yeah. So my mom was like, leave them alone, maybe till tomorrow, before you guys even wake up, they would have wake up, and so in the next morning again, as we got there,
I think the next morning it was actually my mom that came to call us, like why would they be sleeping? Like, cat don't sleep for that long,
because they don't sleep like, when they sleep like in a ball, like in a cup like this.
But they're flat.
They're laying flat,
like flat like this. So my mom was like, even if they are sleeping, they should have wake up, right? It shouldn't take them long that they are sleeping too much. That cat don't sleep too much. So we came out immediately. My mom told us, and I tried to wake them up, and they are not making any movement. They're not making any. So Beauty to try to wake them up. They're not making any movement. Immediately I called the cat vet, and I told him, like, I don't know what's wrong, that they're not making any movement. Yeah, they are breathing, but their breathing is very slow. Like, it's not really.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was so traumatizing.
It was traumatizing.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I think right now, why I could not cry much is that, when you've cried a lot, not like I still miss them, because I have a lot of their pictures, their videos on our phone, which we're going to attach into the back of it. So when I came out, instantly I knew they were gone, because once cats are gone, they kind of create this toxin whereby they started emitting this kind of foul smell. So I was telling Walt that I think this cat are gone, but Walt was like having hope that no, they might not be gone.
So immediately Betty told me that they're smelling. I also perceived the smell as well. So I was like, Momo actually immediately, like 5 minutes after that,
it started having seizures, like it was shaking aggressively, and then the next thing, it clutched its teeth
out, like its teeth came out of the mouth
like this,
and it clutched like this, and it was gone. Chocho was having seizures as well. Like,
I just feel like we wanted to take care of them. Like, guys, we wanted to take care of them, and we don't know that.
So those times that it was happening, we called the cat vet, and I was yelling, because I was yelling on the phone, like, what do you give to them? If it was Momo, I feel like maybe it was the sickness has broken bad, but what of Chocho that was LT? So it came the next day, and I told him, look at Momo is gone. What do you give to, look at Chocho as well? Chocho is fine at LT until you gave him that injection. I said, you're a vet, what was really wrong? Like, what did you give to them? So I won't lie to you, I was crying.
The stupid vet came actually. And once it came, the first thing he was like, you would see it that he knew that something already went wrong. So, to cut a long story short, actually, they died of doctor negligence. Let me just put it that way. They died because
they
gave them something that was not supposed to give them. Because we actually went back to our neighbor that referred us to him, and after we told them the symptoms of how they died and how they died, she was like, she was wild and she was disappointed. She was shocked. She was like, one of our cat died too, just the exact same way she died, but that she wasn't too much. She wasn't like, she doesn't put too much too much consideration into it due to that the cat was a free range method. So, and she felt like it was being poisoned outside until now that we started talking about it.
And it was the same bird that came to.
Trust me, guys, would have sued him, but yeah. Allah knows best.
Allah knows best.
Let me just put it
I
that
really
way.
miss them.
We really miss them a lot.